Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the Xbox 360, and I thought I'd talk about, you know, memories of the system, why it means so much to me, and show you the games I currently own for the system. And going from there, I'm going to be doing pick-up videos every time I got new games to show. So the Xbox 360, I mean, that is one of my favourite eras, easily top 5 generations without a doubt. I mean, the 360, the PS3 and the Wii. I know the Wii was underpowered, but they all came out at the same time, and, you know, 2005, 6 and 7. And that generation was fantastic. We had so many great games, cross-platform, so many exclusives that were phenomenal on Xbox, Wii and PlayStation 3. And, you know, Wii Sports and all that. And it was just a really, really good time to be a gamer, I felt. And the Xbox 360 for me, when I think back now, as much as the PS3 is my favourite console of that generation, Xbox 360 is the one that has all of the memories attached to it. I have a couple for the Wii and the PS3, but the Xbox 360, you know, from when I used to be on game trailers every single day looking at new screenshots, videos, whatever the hell was coming out, whatever news I could get my hands on, because I was such a big Xbox guy back then. I had the original Xbox. I absolutely loved and still love that console, and I was pretty much a fanboy. I was completely in Xbox mode at that point, and so I just couldn't wait for the 360 to come out, and I was checking game trailers, checking out all the info, and it was just such a great time leading up, seeing the evolution in graphics and what to expect from this machine. And then, of course, they had the big launch event in the desert. I don't know if it was the Nevada desert, I'm not too sure. I can't remember, to be quite honest. But it was all green and the big dome, and they had loads of screens and console set up and people playing it. That was just an incredible moment. You know, I think it was MTV that did the original, not launch, but the showcase, I suppose, for the machine. The classic moment with Robbie Back, Peter Moore, Jay Allard, and Jay Allard sitting on the floor with his little hoodie on, his bald head, and he's playing the games and showing you the menus and telling you about the multimedia age that's coming. Just great times, man. I absolutely love the 360. And then I think about, as I've mentioned many times on my channel, but that day when I was on my lunch break with my friends and the group of us went into game, and there was a kiosk for the 360. And as a kid playing Call of Duty 2, a game that I had no interest in at that point. I was more interested in other launch titles. But I saw it and I was just like blown away. I couldn't believe what I was seeing with those smoke effects and the end of the beginning demo and the graphics and the sound design, the machine guns, and the Thompson. It was just absolutely outstanding. And some of my friends weren't even on board with Xbox. They were PlayStation people still. And that converted them to the Xbox, which was absolutely incredible to see. And then there's launch, you know, the 2nd of December 2005 will always be a great memory for me. It's the only launch I've ever attended. You know, normally when I buy a console, I pre-order a console, it just comes from Amazon. But this was a console that I pre-ordered. I was the first one in the shop in game to pre-order in my area. As soon as I got the email the night before, the next day I went straight down there on my lunch break, straight in game, banged my order in. And so I knew on December the 2nd, or 2nd of December, it was going to be guaranteed. But a few days earlier, they had called me and said, hey, we've got your console, it's all sorted. What games do you want? So I put my game order in. But I was like a kid at Christmas. The night before, 1st of December 2005, I couldn't sleep at all. I was just so anxious. I just wanted to get up and get my console. I got the day booked off work. I couldn't wait to play the 360. And I remember I got up at like, I think I don't remember exactly what time. It must have been early because probably about 4 or half 4, something stupid like that. The shop opened at 7 and I was down there for like 5, half 5 with my flask of tea. Joined the queue of people. There's only a small queue, but it's a small queue of people. One guy had been there all night in his little deck chair and they were just hoping they could get a console. And, you know, it was just a great atmosphere, and, you know, talking to people about Xbox and the games they were excited to play. And it's such a great memory. I haven't had that with any other console. And then I got my console, I remember coming home with it, getting back home. I'm pretty certain, my mate Rich, who watches my videos, you'll be able to confirm this for me. I'm pretty sure I remember I either called or texted Rich just to let him know I got the system back and tell him about the games. And, you know, I remember sitting down playing Call of Duty 2 for the first time, being absolutely astounded by that game. And then playing Perfect Dark Zero and thought that looked really cool, but, you know, it isn't the greatest game. And playing Condemned and being completely hooked, and for weeks just playing it over and over. And just, I never managed to finish the game, I got stuck at the end, but yeah, that's something I really need to correct. But I love that game, it's so great, so nostalgic. And yeah, there's just such good memories. And, you know, and then Xbox Live, I've been playing Halo 2 online for quite a while with friends, and then the 360 comes out and it was Call of Duty 2, and it was Call of Duty 2 online, playing with random people around the world after work. Great memories, you know. And then Gears of War comes out and me and Rich are playing, like, I think it was the campaign co-op mode or something, if I remember rightly. Yeah, really, really good time. So I absolutely love the 360, and that is the reason why I want to try and build a nice, modest collection of Xbox 360 games. Now, as I say, there's so many great games on the system. It's a massive library when you really look into it. So I'm really just looking to get all the games I've played to death, the games I love and I know are great, and a couple of games that I've never had the chance to play, and I want to give a try, because right now the prices are so low. You can give games a shot and see what you think, and it's just a damn shame about Ridge Racer 6. It really annoys me, that does. But I don't know why that game has gone so ridiculously expensive right now. So I just want to show you the games I've got. I've only got 7 so far. I've got a couple more on the way, another 3. One in particular I'm very much looking forward to, because it's a game I've never played and it sounds really fun, and hopefully it's going to be the one game in that particular series of games that I'm actually able to play, because I've never been able to get into the series before because it's been too difficult. And yeah, looking forward to it, but we'll show that when they come. I'll do a pickup video. So first up is no surprise to anyone that knows me and my channel, and that is 007 Quantum of Solace. Yeah, great game, made by Treyarch, the Call of Duty people. Combination of first person and third person, and it works really well. I mean, it's mostly Casino Royale, not so much Quantum. You get a little bit of Quantum at the beginning, a little bit of Quantum at the bottom, at the end, but the main game is really just James Bond having a memory and you're playing through the Casino Royale moments. And it works really well. I really like this game a lot, and I think it's seriously underrated, and I don't understand why I don't see more people talking about it, because it's a really, really fun game. Next one I got is currently sealed, but I've completed it years ago on PS3, and that is Battlefield 4. So I got this in a bundle with another game, which I'm going to show in a bit. Yeah, Battlefield 4 is really good. I mean, the graphics are great, it plays great, it's Battlefield. I don't know about the Xbox 360 version, but the PS3 version had a bug, and there's a part in the game you have to rescue a Chinese diplomat, and when you get to the helicopter to get him out of there, you get attacked by a load of guys. And on the PS3 version, if you die at that moment, when the game reloads the level, all you get is audio. The screen's completely black and there's just sound, so you can't play the game. So you have to make sure you don't die. It's really stupid. I'm hoping the 360 version doesn't have that bug. In fact, if anyone's played it, let me know. Also, if it does have the bug, what about the PS4 version? Is that better? Obviously graphically, but I just want to know the bug-wise. Next one we got is one of my favourite Call of Duties, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Great game. I love the story on this. I love all the locations. The graphics still to this day look absolutely superb. When you get on that submarine and you're looking out across the water and you're looking at the cityscapes, it still looks really nice. 2 generations on, and this console is aging well. And I think like the PS3, Xbox 360 era is going to age exceptionally well, more than the Xbox and PS2 era, because that was really the beginning of trying to do these story-driven narrative games that we have now, and the graphics and that, and the controls in some games as well, they don't hold up as well with the 360. Once you get past some of the launch titles, because not all the launch titles are wonky, but there are of course some that are like cross Xbox 360, and you can tell they were more like Xbox than they were 360. But games like Condemned and Call of Duty 2 and Perfect Dark still hold up well. So I think this generation is going to be one that people are going to look back with a lot of fondness. Next game I got is one I haven't played yet. I had it on the original Xbox, and quite frankly I could never get anywhere. I couldn't even get past the beginning of the game. I found it really hard. So I'm really looking forward to trying this and trying to beat it. And it is Doom 3, the BFG edition. And this comes with additional content. You get Doom 1, Doom 2. I played Doom 1. It feels a lot like the PC version from memory, but then I haven't played the PC version since the 1990s, so it's hard to tell if I'm right or not. But it seems very fast, very smooth. Nothing like the PlayStation 1 version, but very good nonetheless. It feels a bit weird playing it with an Xbox 360 controller though. I don't know, it doesn't feel right, but yeah, it's cool. But Doom 3, I remember I played it on the original Xbox. I got completely stuck right at the beginning. There's a big dude that runs after you, and I just couldn't kill the bastard, and I just couldn't work out what the hell I was doing wrong. So I really want to try and play it on the 360, because this is the only game I currently own that I haven't completed. So yeah, I need to put the time in and try and get better at it. And I'm assuming the graphics are obviously going to be updated and it's going to be like an enhanced version, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Next one I got is a game that I believe was a recommendation I saw from Alex Blutonic78 on the Instagram. Nearly did the old man thing there, went on the Instagram. Yeah. And that is Hour of Victory. Now it's a World War II first-person shooter. One of those games that really feels more like an Xbox game than a 360 game. I don't know how early this is when it came out. It's a bit rough graphically and a bit rough control-wise as well. The buttons aren't quite mapped right, and it's a bit awkward. But once you get past the first couple of levels, and then you get into like the cable car sections into the snow and everything, if you just adapt to the crappy controls, the game's actually quite fun. It's a good laugh. I really enjoyed it. I mean, the acting's terrible and the graphics aren't the greatest, you know, compared to like later 360. I mean, it's what always makes me laugh with the 360 era, because you like, even if you look at Call of Duty, you look at Call of Duty 2, and then you look at Black Ops 2, and the difference is unreal that those are on the same machine. It's absolutely incredible, really. Last two are games that you would absolutely expect me to own, because I played these games probably more than most games. Stupid amount of times I've loved these games. We have Medal of Honor Tier 1, and of course we have follow-up Medal of Honor Warfighter. So for me, I always preferred Tier 1, but over time it has changed and I've become a bigger fan of Warfighter, mainly because of the storyline and the characterisation. The first game does a great job of setting up the main team and the characters. It's great the way to do that. But for me, the second one's better. It really has a much stronger storyline and a very emotional storyline. And every time I play the game, I've played it so many times through now, I never cut the cutscenes out. I always watch all of it. And you get to the end and it's just heart-wrenching. It really is. It's brutal. But it's such a good game. The graphics, the sound, you know, I mean, the graphics are better than Tier 1, and Tier 1 looked great. But the audio is absolutely incredible. The gun sound effects and the explosions. And yeah, I absolutely love this game. I love military games anyway, and those are two of my favourites. And you know, I definitely recommend them if you've just not bothered because you thought, oh, they're not that great, I'm not that interested. Trust me, they're not expensive. They're only a couple of quid each. Give them a shot and see what you think. So there you go, guys. That's my initial 360 video. As I say, as I pick up more games, I'm going to be putting up videos and talking about my pickups, old school Snestastic style. And you know, you'll have some. The good thing is now, because I can do a bit of editing, I no longer have to do the way I used to do. I talk about the game and then do the gameplay. I can talk about the game while you're watching the gameplay. So that's quite cool. But yeah, let me know your memories of the Xbox 360, guys. You know, did you attend launch? Did you get it from online and just have it delivered? You know, what were your favourite games at launch? You know, were you a PlayStation guy and you converted to Xbox because of the 360? What's your story? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.